Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is September 24, 2011, and we're in a game. This is a rematch, it seems, between two wonderful exotic leaguers. My buddy here, Baskitkase, is with me in Skype. He's playing his Iron Fist Stronghold Construct Mixie deck, and is playing against Roger8004, who is playing his Longsy Meta ST deck. So last game, Roger04 left the game, and Baskitkase took it, but you can watch how he took it. Really interesting by stuff you usually never see players play. I definitely enjoyed that game very much, and I'm definitely going to tell you it involved a unit that he put out right here. Yeah, that is the Clockwork Swarm. I'm glad he got that out too. I kind of coaxed him to play test it.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we're doing right now.
The glory for that.
We're really playtesting this stuff right now, or Baskitkase is, and I'm annotating the game for him as it goes, and giving him the chance to say something about it as well. So the Excavator here is in the deck currently for buffing up the Crystal Golem if he comes out. You know, that mines are, you can place the mines every other turn, and Needle, and the Excavator is just a nice speedy unit that can, you know, circumnavigate impassable terrain and be in the other person's font all the time. And he's also good as an early deploy to just catch a font that usually IS has a trouble reaching with its speed. So Excavator definitely neato as our 8-speed unit, so to say, if it has Earth under its feet. Right?
Right.
Our only 8-speed unit, by the way.
Right.
Other than maybe a Panther, I guess, that nobody but replace. Or I forgot the name, what it's called. So do we have anything going up? No.
So I was able to take the Hunted with Excavator.
And now you're leaving with Hunted.
Yeah, so I'm taking it with me.
With Double Dig. And Double Dig basically makes an 8-speed unit to a what speed unit? No.
Well, I was able to move 7 and 5. So
exactly.
One left over.
Very nice, very nice. So move 12 spaces right there. Alright, contesting with Throatrend Longs. I like how early you got out that War Enchanted Grobel. Let's see and hope that it will grow. But that Frostwing Glaive and that Throatrend Longs is definitely something you don't want to face every day. Now, we have the Dwarf creeping up, and I think he's just getting that font one turn later than his enemy buddy. But you did take 12 Nora from the mid font, right? Is that right? So no big deal there, no loss, no gain. Turn on light. It's getting dark here. Boy, it's getting cold here. How's it in Texas? Still like baking in the 90s, or?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's getting like in the 40s here now, so it's like, yeah, Chicago's not a nice place to overwinter. It gets really gray and yucky, but what can you do?
So I've got to block up.
Everything's blocking. What about a remote control? Do you have access to that yet?
Don't have access to it yet.
All right, just
stay away. I'd really like to move this fight to my side of that bubble there.
Very good. Well, that Longs is just able to get maybe one hit off on anything, but that Longs will die if it tries, so at least I would assume it does. No, we're bringing up Glaive for that Glaive throw. Mm-hmm. Onto something that will not yet swarm or anything like that, but... Oh, it does? Oh, he normal attacked it. Alright, he normal attacked it. Fine. All the power to you. Now you have more damage.
Yeah, he's trying to... lessen it so he can do some double attacks and get some kills with his.
Well, what he doesn't know that he's giving you more damage at the same time as well. Like with the remote control, even more so. That's a lot of damage that those Clockwork Swarms can churn out. And Swarm 2, like he just gave you a second Swarm unit potentially. All right, so you're taking your top font with the Excavator. That Longs is coming to get you. Won't be able to get you next turn, I believe, to contest. So you want to save some Nora to deploy something top to deal with that Longs. I'd say like a Dervish would do a really nice job of that, but I'm not sure if you have the Nora to deal with that yet.
I mean, I don't like the fact that he is Me, sorry.
Then he won't live long, yeah. Well, you can always run the excavator to take his font if he wants to come into your font. So, but let's stay down here and see how Basket plays this. Leaving that clockwork. Zero AP on the longs. Okay.
Yeah, I want to stay out of double attack range on that guy.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
So, what's your plan for down there? Do you have remote control yet?
No, I don't. That's why I'm waiting. A couple of reasons. I don't have a remote control. I don't have.
Did you scry?
I did.
I guess he took volatile damage, right? He played
Yeah,
his
he
longs
took
early.
volatile damage. And
All right. Right, longs is still a good deploy if you're willing to take that volatile damage. This is the map to take it on. That it's so far away that it's definitely worth to take it on. Now forgot about that block, huh?
here we go.
All right,
so it's game on now. I got to do something.
Well, you moved stuff back quite far, so I don't think you can kill that longs. Definitely not. Thanks to Preservance. The problem here is that the Longs Chieftain is coming along too, and he's a force by himself to deal with, as are pretty much all these. So he's got the power creep on you right here with that Longs, the Glaive, and the Longs Chieftain, and a second Glaive on the way. It's definitely not nice. Definitely not nice to deal with right now, and you have to worry about top being contested next turn as well. Well, I'll let you think about that. How to manage this. This is definitely going to be not as easy as last game. And last game wasn't easy. Last game was testing positively. So we'll see how this fares.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start using spells now because
He didn't have longs last time, but you want to remember here, we're not necessarily playing the power that he is. So there we go. Macadamize for the damage buff and the good stuff. Playing Sapping Beam onto longs, immobilizing him for a bit, bringing that very aggressive move. Why did you bring him up so close? I'll let you do your turn, and then you can.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I'll ask you again in a second. 20 seconds on your turn. Can you proc? No, you can't proc Preservance yet. Oh! Nice. We have remote control, baby. Won't kill the longs, but we'll trigger Preservance on him. Perseverance. I'm sorry. I keep saying Preservance. I don't know why. It's pronounced Perseverance. To all your non-English people out there. And there we go. There's Perseverance, giving him Impervious for this turn. But since he is Sapping Beam, that will not help him much. I'm missing something up top, I believe. But I don't want to go there. What's happening up top, Basket?
Oh, nothing. I'm about to lose my WEG, which I figured I would.
Yeah, okay.
Which is okay, because...
He's about to lose his longs, so...
Exactly. I want to swarm it, so...
Right, and you're going to get your globe. I hope you're going to get your globe as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get my globe.
How are you going to swarm your oh, well, you still have...
I'm going to bring him back around.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see here. I might can strip armor and just kill the longs and swarm the glaive.
Yeah, you should kill the glaive, too, to be honest.
Yeah, I can strip armor.
But try to swarm. Try to swarm.
Well, see, if I got 10 damage...
With one of them. You should swarm with
up
both,
that up
to
to
be honest.
11, so that's going to be...
You can swarm with both.
Well, Dragon Ninja won't swarm.
No, obviously, that would be kind of good if Dragon Engine had swarm, right? Getting like a bunch of little Dragon Engines, that would be sexy.
You see, these type of things aren't very good attacks for these guys, because all they have to do is swarm and you're up, you know?
Magic damage. Yeah. What does this do? What did that do for him? Nothing. He disconnected. Right. Roger8004 disconnected. I have the feeling that he knows what's about to happen. He knows he's going to lose his Frostwing Glaive. I don't know why he did that. He just grounded his Glaive and did damage to it himself. I think he might be raging a bit.
Well, I could definitely... I would like to create 2 swarms, but
I believe you can, like with Manic.
Oh yeah. Now I can. Now that he, you know,
Gibbed
AOE
himself.
himself on the head. But yeah,
Why do
I
you
mean,
think he believed that? Is that a misclick, or
no,
do you think
I
he
think
wasn't meaning to
when you
kill?
start reading the swarms, the Clockwork Swarms, you start reading his abilities. You know, he's numerous, so he takes less AOE. He's resistance physical,
Yeah.
so you deploy non-physical, which is usually a range unit, but then he's numerous, so he takes half damage. Well, they're like, oh, look, he takes double damage from AoE spells, but first IS bonus. So that AoE went from 10 down to 6 and then doubled back up. I mean, 10 down to 4 and doubled back up to 8. So there again, not a
Yeah.
lot of damage. So everyone thinks, well, what do you do against them? And the idea is not to spend a lot of Nora on them because all they have to do is get off one swarm and they're back to square one. What you would want to do is try to deploy things that have non-basic attacks so that they don't activate the split when you attack them.
Correct.
So the glaive is a great one because he has glaive bounce. Um, and then anything like the long shredder with the you could have deployed like the ice car greave on it or something like that, or something like that. But you want to just attack them as best you can without using basic attacks. Or you can get a bomb unit out or something and split them a bunch of times and then bomb them or something.
Right. So there is ways to handle those Clockwork Swarm, but it's definitely a neat little unit. If you can get some swarms off.
Yeah.
It just produces high HP champs, basically, that have to be dealt with or split up with and then dealt with. And for each split, you're creating an 8 damage unit, which can potentially swarm on its own too.
Right.
And if you can get swarms, you're just gonna get outmanned. Basically, that's why I was thinking it was definitely with Manic together, doing a hit damage and then the Manic damage as well, just makes the limited damage of the Clockwork Swarm, which is 8 currently, just pumps that up so much more. I think it's worth running 1 or 2, maybe even in like a construct type deck. Maybe even bring in the Tinker to like give it an aura. I don't know. Does aura trigger swarm as well, or is it only basic?
Aura is a basic attack as well.
So aura is a basic attack, so if you can give those auras, well, they're even worth more. They do the 8 plus the 6. Was it a 6 aura? I forgot.
Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah,
and as promised,
aura.
I do have Tinker in my deck. It's just
Did you include it twice? Twice or once?
Do what?
Twice or once? Do you have it twice in there, or only once?
The Tinker or the Clockwork?
The Tinker.
1 Tinker.
And 2 Clockwork?
Yeah.
Cool. So we saw Clockwork both, and that was what we were testing this on. And I don't know if this was a mistake and a miscalculation on Roger's side, but Roger here raging out, I assume. He's not so happy with himself. He's trying to play a serious deck and increase his rank, I'm assuming. And he's getting beat by constructs, stuff that you usually don't see. And that sets off a lot of people. You don't see things, so you don't. Usually you're used to knowing the skills of your enemy champs. If you're facing meta decks, you kind of already sigh and know what's going to happen. In this case, he just forgot about the numerous and forgot about the IS bonus, I guess, and thought he could pop both of them, but he could not.
No, he's pretty. Even if without the IS bonus.
There you go. Congrats.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go.
Thanks for watching this, guys. I hope this was, informational, educational. This is not meant as some super high power creep. I'll put something in the description. Maybe currently you can take a screenshot of your battle group, and we can upload that and
sure.
link to that too to see what the battle group looks like currently.
Absolutely.
So, take care, guys.